Have you ever played Breath of the Wild?
Of course.
Of course,
It reminds me a little bit of a game I played recently.
I have no idea.
Can you cook in Sonic? What's the best Sonic game?
Sonic Adventure 2.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Alright, so if you don't already know, back in late June, Game Informer gave us some information on Sonic Frontiers because one of the guys actually played the demo and he talked about cyberspace and whatnot. I covered that in the stream. And now, as they teased him back then, he's done an interview with Iizuka and gotten a ton of information. We got an actual rapid fire questions YouTube video which we're going to react to after this, but we got the article first that we're going to go through, which talks about, as you can see here, how Sonic Frontiers, Open Zone, and cyberspace evolve the franchise. So we're going to get into all of this right now. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 100,000 subscribers and hopefully 7,000 subscribers before Sonic Frontiers comes out. So yeah, this is by Brian Shea. It was posted on the 11th of July. And we're going to just quickly go through this article, read it, and I'll give my opinions on what's going to be happening. So it says here, if you were to distill the concept of Sonic Frontiers into an elevator pitch, it will likely involve the term open world somewhere. However, while the game features many tenets of the open world genre, Sonic Team is adamant about calling Frontiers an open zone game instead. While on the surface that sounds a little more like a marketing ploy, after chatting with the developers, it makes more sense as you dig deeper into its meaning. Coming off 2017 Sonic Forces, a game that didn't fare well with critics or fans, the development team wanted to shake things up. Forces received criticism for its generic 3D level design, unfulfilling story, short length, and poor 2D gameplay compared to the then newly released Sonic Mania. According to Sonic Frontiers director Morio Kishimoto, who also directed Forces and Colors, the team carried a lot of lessons from Sonic Forces and other previous 3D Sonic games into Frontiers. Here's the "We Learned Our Lessons" speech. Oh, this is gonna be rich. Let's go. I've been on the Sonic team for 19 years now, and I do want to say that we have constantly learned from our successes and failures, not just the previously released Sonic Forces, but on every Sonic title we ever worked on, he says. You learn from the failures of every title you worked on, we wouldn't still be having mid-titles, but okay. Now with 32 years of Sonic development experience with us, I am putting all my experimental learnings to practice in the development of this game. Selectively only speaking about the learnings from Sonic Forces, I believe we learned that the method of designing stages with specific game mechanics, which all started with Sonic Unleashed, so you're talking about the boost, where we have shorter stages, pull back on Sonic's speed a bit, and implement new actions for Sonic in the title, is no longer going to satisfy the expectations of either our Sonic fans or those who like stage clear action games. I'm confused. Oh wait, hold on. He's saying that designing stages with mechanics, so designing boost levels, is bad because of Forces, even though people liked the boost levels in Unleashed, and he's calling them shorter stages even though the levels in Unleashed were a respectable length. It was after Unleashed, like Colors, Gens, Forces, that had the ridiculously short stages. So I don't know where he's going with that. This is the thing where they try and learn a lesson and they learn the wrong lesson. It's like 06 failed. I guess people don't like fully 3D Sonic games anymore. I guess people don't like other characters that aren't Sonic. Instead of, you know, we just wanted the game to be a bit more polished, you know, but you took the wrong lessons, okay? But anyway, one of the responses to this lesson was to create big open areas in which players spend hours exploring, solving puzzles, fighting bosses, and collecting items. Not only does this approach shake up the pacing of the traditional Sonic the Hedgehog formula, but it extends to playtime, another criticism Sonic Team creative officer Takashi Iizuka heard coming out of Forces. As such, Iizuka believes Sonic Frontiers is the longest mainline Sonic game to date. Whenever we work on the concept for a new game, we always refer to the reaction to the previous games and user feedback, so there are lots of lessons, but one of them would be playthrough time. The playthrough times ended up being short for the previous games, but due to the open zone and other factors, there's been a substantial improvement this time. So yes, this is the longest game, which I guess that will be a good thing if the game is good, and it will be a bad thing if the game is not good. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. One of the primary challenges when starting development on the open zone concept was making sure it felt true to the Sonic franchise. When taking on a new challenge for a 3D Sonic game, I always go back to revisit Sonic's roots, Iizuka says. With classic Sonic, you could enjoy higher speed experiences and route exploration just by moving to the right. Try doing that in CD. That's the starting point for Sonic games. But when Sonic Adventure made the evolutionary jump to 3D, it was based on that same starting point. And for Open Zone as well, we revisited the starting point and made an evolutionary jump from there to come up with a new playstyle that suits Sonic. Daddy Quiche can trace the inspirations of Sonic Frontiers open zone format as far back as Super Mario Bros. 3, with its hub world connecting multiple linear style stages for you to clear. Since that 1988 release on Famicom, Kishimoto has enjoyed watching the evolution of games using the world map mechanics. While games like Sonic Adventure have previously used a playable world map idea, Sonic Team wanted to evolve that concept with Sonic Frontiers further. Now players not only explore a big hub area with environmental puzzles and challenges, but those areas are massive and house several diverse challenges that surpass those of the traditional 3D action levels that began the first adventure game. The open zone format allows the developers, and by extension the players, to take advantage of the two most important elements of Sonic games, at least according to Iizuka. That's running through areas at high speeds and finding discoveries and surprises by traveling through the area in the way you want to. I guess there's no part where it says, challenge, platform, just high speed and finding shit. Okay, I guess we've forgotten a few other things. Okay, cool, let's keep going. In 2D Sonic, players headed to the right, and in 3D Sonic, players headed deeper into the screen. Iizuka says, in the open zone style, there are infinite directions and the player can choose which way they want to go. Iizuka says the biggest challenge was breaking free of the gameplay molds of past games and making sure the world is fun to explore at high speeds. We've been building high speed action on a path for more than 20 years, so it wasn't easy to get rid of it, Iizuka said. For example, it's like taking F1 racing and getting rid of the course to drive on a wide flat plane. That wouldn't be any fun, would it? So in the early stages of the project, we kept creating the island terrain where the game would be set over and over in search of the ideal open zone. In my past conversations with Iizuka, he lamented how the team would work hard to design environments in the linear Sonic stages, only to have players run through them in a couple of minutes or less, an unavoidable side effect of having a game based on speed. This became a sticking point in the early 2000s as design became more intensive in the transition from 2D to 3D. Sprite work giving way to fully realized polygonal design added a lot of time to the stage creation process, with players running through the environments just as quickly in many cases. During my hands-on time with Frontiers, the open zone format seems to be a remedy for that previous problem, as one enormous environment plays host to dozens of destinations and objectives and hundreds of collectibles. My foray into Sonic Frontiers open zone concept was on Kronos Island, one of the Starfall Islands. Though this first island kicks off your adventure, Iizuka assures me we'll visit all the Starfall Islands before the Sonic Frontiers story comes to a close. Well, yeah, that makes sense. You'd visit all the islands before the end of the game. Like, duh. Throughout the adventure, players experience various biomes and environments, which isn't uncommon in a Sonic game. However, these areas house a lot more content thanks to Frontiers' open zone twist. Transitioning into this gameplay style is a massive undertaking, but ensuring Sonic controls well in an open area is another thing entirely. We've seen him control poorly in games like Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, where the risk is amplified with Sonic Frontiers' approach to the hub world. Thankfully, I enjoyed my time dashing like a maniac through the open zone of Kronos Island. Sonic has the right weight for speed and exploration, he doesn't slide around like in previous games. Oh, the slide, oh, how we hate the slide. Even the more methodical platforming sequences feel vastly improved over previous titles. I don't know what methodical platforming sequences he's talking about because I didn't see shit in the footage. But anyway, during the initial gameplay reveal of Sonic Frontiers, many criticized the apparent emptiness of the open zone. It makes sense in the vacuum of those clips, but when you're running with the speed of Sonic, the spacing of enemies and obstacles makes sense. Games like Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring masterfully space out their encounters but feature a much denser world than Sonic Frontiers' early public footage. However, when you consider how much faster Sonic runs through the environment, the spacing works out. I found time to encounter or time to discovery to be well paced in my few hours with an early build. I mean, it's all about the emptiness, but you have to remember Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring are not platformers at all, so they're not really focused on that, but let's keep going. The main destination for many will be the cyberspace stages. These linear action stages, which you access through marked portals in the open zone, offer experiences that veer much closer to the traditional 3D action stages of past Sonic titles. In fact, the cyberspace stages are themed after levels from previous Sonic games like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and more recent titles like Sonic Unleashed. Remember they talked about Rooftop Run being in the game? While the appeal of stages like Green Hill Zone and Chemical Plant Zone seems timeless, fans have experienced them in several recent games, including Generations, Mania, and Forces. While games like Generations of Mania served celebrations of Sonic's past, Izuka's justification for rehashing these zones again appears that the cyberspace levels pull from Sonic's memories. Oh, that's why. It's because it's from his memories. Oh, just like Generations, right? It makes perfect sense why you have to rehash the same levels in Generations again. It's his memories, right? Because he doesn't remember, you know, the other levels in other games like Heroes or any of the advanced levels or some other game that they haven't rehashed from in a while. I mean, it's just Generations that he happens to remember. How convenient. How convenient. Anyway, while the open zone areas are perhaps the biggest selling point of Frontiers, Sonic Team wanted to focus on the quality of these cyberspace stages over the course of development. When we started the project, as we were developing the title, and even now as we were looking to release this title out to the world, there was one reason we were doing it: to once again have Sonic stand amongst the other stage clear action games, Daddy Quiche says. I am talking about games like Super Mario, Donkey Kong, and Kirby franchises that I personally loved. And Genesis era Sonic the Hedgehog stood alongside those titles. This is of course not a simple thing to do, but rather very difficult to actualize because you don't actually know what you're doing, but that is exactly the challenge that we, the Sonic team, have taken up on this project. Since the traditional cyberspace stages are seen as driving forces in the gameplay, players should expect to leave the open zone area of the title to experience these levels. Still, Kishimoto teases other ways of advancing through the game if you prefer the open zone areas. The adoption of the open zone game mechanic allowed us to evolve the format for stage clear action games, while at the time allowing us to deliver a wide variety of gameplay, he says. Including the traditional linear gameplay inside of the open zone format is definitely a very important point, but is not the de facto playstyle. In order to progress through Sonic Frontiers, you can choose to strategically play the traditional linear gameplay as one way of advancing, but it's not absolutely necessary, so depending on your playstyle, the amount you want to engage in that gameplay is up to you. So he's saying it's not absolutely necessary, and I guess that makes sense because he did say before, like, there's puzzles and there's combat and there's little challenges in the open world. You don't have to do everything. You're gonna have to do some shit to progress. It's just like playing Odyssey, right? You gotta get a certain amount of moons to get to the next kingdom, but which moons you get is up to you. As long as you hit that threshold within the same kingdom, you're good, right? So if you want to skip cyberspace, you're probably gonna have to do more open world puzzles or more combat in the open world, and honestly, I'm not going to skip cyberspace because, you know, that's probably going to be one of the highlights of the game, I guess. Probably not vastly superior to the open world, but enough that you not want to skip the levels, right? But the fact that he's allowed you to do that, he's giving you that freedom of what you want to do, that's fine, you know, at the end of the day. As long as the options are all fun, it doesn't really matter which one you choose to do, right? While the development team is seemingly downplaying the role of the open zone as little more than an interactive hub world, in my 3+ hours of hands-on time, the open zone of Kronos Island took most of my session. While in the world, I explored every nook and cranny I could, solved many puzzles, completed various challenges, sped through various obstacle courses, and gathered various collectibles. Of course, much was in service of progressing the main storyline, which often asked me to return to the cyberspace stages, but those levels are quick hit and fast paced, more focused on getting through it efficiently than thoroughly combing the area. Cyberspace also curiously houses other characters. For example, I progressed through multiple missions in the open zone involving freeing Amy from cyberspace. Meanwhile, another pocket of cyberspace has everyone's favorite cat, Big, hosting a fishing minigame letting you earn currency for his in-game shop. Wait, so Big's fishing is in cyberspace and not in the open world? That's pretty weird, but okay. The secrets of cyberspace only deepened the longer I played, but they all felt more in support of the big open zones during the 3+ hours I spent with the title. The more I played, the more I enjoyed the various gameplay loops of seeking out boss battles in the open zone, entering cyberspace to complete action-packed stages, and returning to the open zone to claim my new Chaos Emerald. If you play Sonic Frontiers and enjoy the open zone format, there's good news as it could very well be the series' direction going forward. To evolve the linear stage clearing 3D action that began with Sonic Adventure in 1998 and create a game that would be the cornerstone of future Sonic games, that was the goal when we started Sonic Frontiers, as Izuka says. With Sonic Team clearly hoping to change the formula and course of the franchise with this newest title, I'm excited to get more time in the game ahead of launch. Sonic Frontiers comes to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC later this year. So yeah, I mean, just giving more thoughts on the game is pretty much what they're saying, and the confirmation that cyberspace is technically optional, you can do whichever parts of the game you want. I don't think a lot of people are going to be skipping cyberspace because that's the most closest thing to old school Sonic at this point. I mean, Boost is kind of old now, but like, it's the closest thing to that, so I don't know why you'd want to skip that in particular, but it depends. If you get enough of the requirements to progress from other shit, then maybe you might not want to do cyberspace. Game Informer's got their interview here with the 123 rapid fire questions, and we're going to go through it and see what's going on.
Are you a good sport?
Not actually
What's Sonic's favorite sport?
running.
After all that smack talk
Sonic's favorite sport is running. Oh, I'm okay. I would have expected him to say like track, but you know, I guess English isn't his first language.
After all that smack talk from Sega in the 90s, was it awkward when Sonic met Mario for the first time?
No, I like Mario.
But it wasn't awkward for Sonic?
No.
Who arranged
Oh, was it all? I wish I could have seen that meeting, like when Sonic got to show up on Nintendo hallway, like, ooh, like after all that shit. Nintendo, I don't know if they're the gloating kind or they're just like open arms, like we forgive you, but anyway.
that first meeting?
No, I have no idea.
What sport could Mario possibly beat Sonic in?
Hijack.
Who's Sonic's best friend on Mario's squad?
Mario.
What do you think Eggman and Bowser talked about the first time they met?
How to defeat the hero.
What's the most common
Okay.
request you get from fans?
Chow Garden.
Do you think we'll ever get a Sonic Maker?
No.
Why does Sonic...
Wait, hold the phone. Why would he just dismiss the Sonic Maker like that, as if it's some kind of bad idea? Like, you be copying all sorts of shit that Mario's done, but Mario Maker is where you draw the line? Like, nah, that shit's actually pissed me off a little. I'm not gonna lie. That shit pissed me off a little bit, okay? Why do you not see value in that, but you see value in, you know, fucking re-releasing the classics all the time? You made Mania, but the idea of a Sonic Maker is like, no, we're not doing that shit. Like, yes, they probably wouldn't even do it properly anyway.
Why does Sonic do so much kart racing? Can't he just run faster?
Yeah, he can run faster than racing car, but it's fun.
It seems like it would just frustrate him to go slower, right?
No, Sonic loves driving to the car.
Is there anything Sonic actually prefers to take slower?
Vacation.
So we've seen him drive cars, we've seen him ride on planes. Does he like bikes?
I haven't never seen that, but he will.
So all that talk about the Sonic cycle that I hear online is actually fake.
It's hard to answer, right?
How did Sonic discover chili dogs?
I have no idea.
Do you like chili dogs?
Not too much.
No. What's Sonic's second favorite food?
I have no idea.
Did Amy ever find out about Princess Elise?
I don't think so.
What's Princess Elise up to now?
She is still princess.
Can you do your best impression of an NPC from Sonic 06?
Hey,
What was the first Sonic game you ever worked on?
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
What improvements did you most want to make when you put that game out on Sonic Origins?
I want to tell the story through the Sonic 1 and Sonic 3.
Did you really come up with the idea for lock-on technology?
No.
Do you consider Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles one game or two separate games?
That's one game.
What happened to all the Super Emeralds?
There is still in another dimension.
So is there any way to become
He loves that dimension shit, doesn't he?
hypersonic anymore?
I think no.
What's the best Sonic game?
Sonic Adventure 2.
What's the worst one?
Okay, that's cap. That's cap. Okay, that's cap. That's cap. Come on, Izuka. Listen. Okay, I love you, but you know you're also the same guy who thought creating the Wisp was a good idea. So let's stop the cap right now. Okay, let's relax on that shit.
I can't answer.
What's the best non-Sonic?
I'm surprised they didn't answer the worst Sonic game. I feel like it would have been a good opportunity for him to throw down 06 or some shit like that. But okay.
What's the best non-Sonic platforming title?
That's Super Mario.
What was the hardest Sonic game to develop?
Sonic Adventure 1.
Is Sonic Frontiers truly open world?
No.
What is it?
It is open zones platforming game.
What's the difference between
What is the
open world and open zone?
The open zone means 3D of open environment to the action game.
Does this game really run on Switch?
Of course, yes.
Does it?
Yes.
Have you ever played?
The fact that they had to clarify is funny, but yeah, I mean, it runs on Switch, okay? And it's not an open world, it's an open zone. I really hope there's actually a difference because I haven't seen it yet.
Have you ever played Breath of the Wild?
Of course, yes.
Of course,
It reminds
yes.
me a little bit of a game I played recently.
No, I have no idea.
Can you cook in Sonic Frontiers?
No.
Are there breakable weapons?
Sonic doesn't use any weapon.
What about breakable shoes?
No.
What was the biggest lesson you learned from studying other open world games?
This is an open zone
Of
game.
course,
so
of
this
course.
is different from open world.
Of
How many
course.
Starfall Islands are there?
I can't answer yet.
Do you visit every Starfall Island in Sonic Frontiers?
Of course, yes.
What are 3 biomes that we visit in Sonic Frontiers?
There is a forest, a mountain, waterfall. but I can't answer it.
What's going on with Eggman in this game?
It is a part of the story, so I can't tell.
How does Eggman take his eggs?
Oh,
I
God.
guess sunny side up.
Does he still have that mean bean machine?
I have no idea.
Is Sonic Forces the most successful Eggman will ever be in his goal?
I guess so.
Did Eggman really torture Sonic in the beginning of that game?
No, I don't think so.
Why didn't he just finish him off when he had the chance?
He gave a chance to escape.
It seems like a pretty big miscalculation for a super genius, right?
Yes.
Why was Classic Sonic in Sonic Forces? Didn't he get enough attention earlier in the year with Sonic Mania?
We want to create the game in the all cast member in Sonic
God.
World.
So it wasn't because he just wanted more attention?
No, I don't think so.
I think that
Where
was the
does
reason.
Sonic Mania rank among all the classic Sonic games?
Yeah, I think one of the best classic titles.
Is Classic Sonic and Sonic Frontiers?
No.
What are Coco?
Thank you.
Coco.
Thank you. Oh my God, I needed to hear that. Because I mean, we hadn't seen him yet, but I needed to hear that. Okay, I needed to hear that. Okay, I just needed to hear that.
What are Coco?
Coco is one of the mystery creature living in the island.
So are Cocos like the new Chows?
No, this is different from Chao.
Are there
it's
any
different.
evil Cocos?
No, I don't think so.
Will these Coco make me cry like Pixar's Coco?
No.
Am I in love with the Coco?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He don't
Does
listen
that
to no
take
nigga
okay, or
music.
do another one?
Yeah,
Okay.
No, it was something.
How to answer?
I don't know.
How many types of bosses are there?
I can't answer yet.
Why are all the cyberspace levels based on old Sonic levels?
Cyberspace is a part of the Sonic's memory.
Are there any
Of course.
classic Sonic songs in this game?
No,
Not even the Chemical Plant theme?
I cannot answer yet.
What kind of chemicals do they produce at Chemical Plant anyway?
I think it's bad chemical.
Do you also get anxiety when Sonic goes underwater?
Yes, I feel scared.
What is your favorite classic Sonic song?
I like the music in the Sky Sanctuary.
Do you like that Sonic R song as much as we all do?
Yeah, I like that song.
What's your favorite Crush 40 song?
Live and Learn.
What's your favorite move that you unlock in Sonic?
SA2 bias. Call it Azuka. Relax. Call. We all know that we're made of a superior. Chill with this shit, okay? Chill, okay? Daddy Zook.
What's your favorite move that you unlock in Sonic Frontiers?
Syrup.
Is Big the Cat in Sonic Frontiers?
I have no idea.
Is Froggy?
I have
What
no
do you
idea.
have no idea? It was in the shit. We already know. Why are you withholding that information? We know Big's in the game. Keep going.
What about Knuckles? Is there a Chow Garden in this game?
No.
Are Chows just extinct at this point?
No.
No Chow Garden. Just those of you who thought we were gonna get Chow Garden, we ain't getting no Chow Garden, okay?
So Chao will appear in the Sonic Racing.
So it's not that big of a deal that I threw a few of them off a cliff.
I guess it's still alive.
How old is Sonic in the games?
He is teenager.
Why do whales hate Sonic so much?
Well, love Sonic.
So that's why he was chasing
Yeah,
it.
yes.
Is the whale in
course.
Sonic Frontiers?
No,
How many rings are in Sonic Frontiers?
I can't count.
What was your favorite Sonic game to work on?
Sonic Adventure 2.
Will we ever get another Sonic Adventure game?
The bias! He only picking SA2 as his favorite Sonic game because that was the one he liked developing the most. Because he was crunched for Heroes, that's why he didn't say Heroes is the goal. Like, he had a bad experience in the development process. I don't change the fact that it was the let me keep going.
Will we ever get another Sonic Adventure game?
Someday.
What about
Oh, here we go with the adventure bait. Someday, just hold out. When we feel like it, when we need that bread, we'll do it. Okay, someday. Like he would never say no. He just string us along just a little bit. By the time he's done it, some fans have probably already done it. But let's keep going.
some remakes?
I have no idea.
Does Eggman ever regret blowing up the moon in Sonic Adventure 2?
I guess no.
Was his publicist really upset about that move?
He don't care.
Would Evan be mad if you blew up the moon?
Maybe.
What would make him madder? If you blew up the moon, or if you told me how many bosses are in Sonic Frontiers?
Both of them.
So were there any negative consequences for him blowing up the moon?
I don't think so. He's a bad guy.
Has Station Square rebuilt yet?
I think so.
Have they forgiven Chaos yet?
No, I don't think so.
They're holding a grudge against him all these years later?
Yeah, everybody is scary about Chaos.
What's Chaos up to these days?
Chaos still
Isn't he sealed in the?
heaven.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
What is question?
If I got my hands on a Chaos Emerald, how much could I sell it for on eBay?
I have no idea.
If you saw a Chaos Emerald on eBay, how much would you pay for it?
I have no money.
What happens when you collect all the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic Frontiers?
You can guess.
Is Sonic a really big fan of Dragon Ball Z?
I don't think so.
So he's never taken any inspiration from Goku.
Yeah, it is close.
What are the Titans?
It is giants living thing.
Do you remember them?
They're living. They look like robots. Oh, okay, let's keep going.
Do you remember? I have to say something.
No, your laughing was fine. How long is Sonic Frontiers?
It's longer than previous title.
Is this the longest Sonic game?
I believe so.
Can you speedrun it?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you already know what the next Sonic game is going to be?
Yes.
How many total...
Ha! He already know. Wait, hell, maybe that's the modern 2D game that we were hearing the leaks about before, the one that Sonic Team is supposedly working on. That's the modern, because I mean, he could be talking about Frontiers 2, but it could be the modern 2D game. But
Sonic games do you already know about that you can't tell me about?
No, I can't.
You can't even tell me how many exist. Okay. So
Man.
Sonic's eyes, are they like one eyeball with two pupils, or is it like just two eyeballs connected? What's going on there?
So he has two eyes, but connected.
So when playing Sonic games, I've seen Tails die over and over and over again, but then he comes back. How does he do that?
He haven't never died.
Did the Chaotix break up?
They are still in the team.
What did you think about the Sonic Boom character designs?
To be honest, I'm not super fan about it.
What was your first reaction when you saw the original Sonic movie design?
I feel this is not Sonic.
What about the current Sonic movie design?
I like that.
Did you know
Yeah, I like
Ugly
that.
Sonic was going to show up in that Chip and Dale movie?
I know.
Did you have to sign off on that?
No.
So what, they just gave you like a heads up or something?
I knew from the news.
Oh, so you didn't know until it was out.
I didn't.
Was that a huge surprise?
I was surprised.
I mean, that is kind of interesting. But again, Sonic Team doesn't own the IP of Sonic. Sega does. So I mean, even if he's the one working on the games, Sega just gonna be like, oh, licensing opportunity to shove Sonic into a movie and make some bread. We'll sign off on that. We don't need a Zuka's permission for that shit. We hired him. Like at the end of the day. But yeah.
Did movie Tails always look like he does now, or was he also redesigned?
The movie Tails designed after the current movie Sonic.
Yeah.
So that's the first design.
Do you like the first Sonic movie better or the second?
Second is best.
Did the
Obviously.
success of the movies catch you off guard or surprise you?
Yeah, I was surprised.
Is James Marsden in Sonic Frontiers?
Tom. No.
So we're coming up on the end of our time here, but I have about like 20 or so Sonic 06 questions.
Oh, it's over.
Ha 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 ha. 06, bad. you get the joke because it's 06. You know, I got questions about. Remember that one? You know, I'm lost with that. That was bad. You know, it's 06, right? Like we all hate that. Remember? You know, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel. Link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now. So, Remy out.